Hi, Tom Cole, the coach for Steve Taylor's Community Connection, and certainly it's an honor and a privilege to have a very talented gentleman in our studio today. When I say his title, you might not know the name essentially, but you'll know the title. Larry, the Burger Review Man. The Burger Review guy has made, Larry Bertok, I should say, also made such an impact in our community. Maybe Larry, right now, he started in April, almost probably 2 million views, somewhere in there.
Oh, it's definitely a lot.
Since April, you know, that's unbelievable. And if you don't know, you go on Facebook and look for the burger guy, burger review guy. Larry's there, and I was trying to evaluate what has made you so popular. You have a great photog person. Your wife, lovely wife Danielle, does the photog, and she shoots at Gonzo with the phone, which is hard to do, and she makes it perfect, and it doesn't move around and all of that. But I think, Larry, it's because you're so honest. It's not a script. You're not reading off a card. It's honest. It's authentic. You give your real feelings. Now, you don't down anybody to the point where they're closing the doors, right? I mean, you don't say, hey, never go get this burger. It's the worst thing I've ever tasted. If you rate them a little lower, you say, hey, you guys can do better, which I like. You guys can do better. So take me inside this burger review stuff.
It's kind of funny how it works. I go in with no perceived notion of what
Yes.
it is. I just go in there to see what it is. People, like my DMs, I receive literally hundreds of them a day.
Yes.
Hundreds of them. And it's hard for me to pick, which place to go.
They want you to go to this place.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing how many people have a favorite place and something else. You'd be amazed at how many frickin' burger restaurants there are just in our area.
How are they all making a living, for God's sakes?
I know. And when I go in, we always eat before we go because I don't want to do a review when I'm hungry. So
okay, I wouldn't even thought of that. Yeah.
Yeah, well, when you're hungry, everything tastes
Everything
good.
tastes better. Yeah.
So we would go, and if the burger's good, you'll know, because I'm very honest with it. But I've been told my facial expression gives it away, and I am noticing some people. I was gonna guess 8.3, or I said 8 point. So it's nice seeing the interaction with people.
Yes.
When the burgers are not as good as they should be, and I get a lot of criticism too. You're being too nice. Give it to them straight. Well, I'm not into it to try to put anybody out of business.
100%.
I want them to see what product they're getting from to-go aspect of it, because you never see them people. They're not in your restaurant.
Right.
And as an owner myself, I want to know what our customers are getting.
Right.
I started this because that's what I did with my own restaurants. I did it for a long time. We would call an order in under somebody else's name or do an online order. Then I'd go pick it up. My wife and I would walk in and say, okay, this is what we ordered. It might not have been a burger. It could have been anything.
Sure.
But we'll stick with burgers because that's what we're talking about. I did a medium burger to see if the cooks are paying attention to the ticket, lettuce, tomato to see the freshness of the vegetables that are on it, and I pick a cheese to see if they're reading what cheese you should be putting on it.
Okay.
So there actually is a method to it. And when we did it with our own restaurants, if it was above medium or more medium well or well done, okay, guys, here's what we got. You are giving me a burger I didn't order. Thank God it came to me. But this could have been one of our customers who've been upset. Let's just work a little bit better on it. And I have always positive reinforcement.
Absolutely.
You don't criticize someone. You give them, listen, I know you're busy, you got a lot going on, but remember, we have one shot at one person at each time, and just kind of give them that rally talk to get them going.
China does that for me every video. She says, Tom, you weren't terrible today. And that's encouraging. I feel good. I love the psychology of, it's kind of the Van Halen thing. I don't know if you ever read this about Van Halen, but everybody signs a contract when they're going to do a concert, what they expect backstage, like what they want to drink, what they want to eat. And you think, well, it's just anything. I mean, it's a detailed, 50-point thing, what they have to have and what the water has to be chilled at.
I saw the certain temperature of the water.
The temperature and all this stuff. They used to ask for M&Ms, lots of bowls of M&Ms, but no brown ones. Well, they thought, well, what is that? How stupid is that? But in reality, the psychology is just your psychology on the cheese. If they took the time to take the brown ones out of the bowls, then all the other stuff's probably correct, right? So you're doing the same thing with the cheese. Yeah, it's good. And I love the fact, Larry, it's not a setup.
No.
Nothing is set up. I mean, you don't say, hey, burger guy's coming in today, let's make it right.
I've seen a lot of comments where they'll say, oh, they must have known you were coming. There's absolutely no way they could know. Over 80% of our orders are online. Danielle does them on her phone, and she always puts a different name down. She
Okay.
might put Danielle down, or she might put Tom, or
Yeah.
it might be. It's never the burger review guy,
Yeah.
because we don't want them to
So
know.
you're getting a straight the way it is. When a Joe Normal walks up to the window, this is what he's getting, the same thing that you're getting, which is
Was what you would get. That's the whole idea behind
Yeah.
it, to see what product you're giving a customer, because that customer is spending their hard-earned money in your establishment. You owe them the responsibility to make sure it's right. And that's the idea behind it.
and again, your reviews are always classy. You don't put anybody down to
No.
that point, which I really respect.
It's hard sometimes.
Yeah, yeah. Well, in today's society, people want to see it, smash
Yes, that's
people.
what I mean. They do, and I just won't do
Yeah,
that.
no, but that's classy, and that's why you've got probably 2 million viewers, number one. But do you ever have an owner come out and come back to you later or whatever, or listening to your review and say, "Hey, wait a minute, we're at least 8.5, and Larry, you gave us a 3. What's going on?"
It amazes me how some people are never satisfied.
Yeah.
I'll never settle for it. You gave them an 8.5. Why couldn't they get a 9? Well, it's because at the time when I was eating it, that's exactly what popped in
Yeah.
my head. That's where it comes from. I have a scale that tells you where those numbers and what
Yeah.
I'm thinking, from a mediocre to a good to a great to a legendary to Holy Grail. I mean, or
Holy Grail.
if you hit a Holy Grail, there's only been a couple of those so far.
Can you
but-
mention them, or do you not
Well,
want to?
one of them's Sabas. I was mentioning
Yeah,
downstairs
before
to
the
you guys, right
interview.
over here. And I wouldn't rate ours at Lucky Junction. That's where I put everything together. I based everything off of those burgers.
Okay.
But people have to understand, no matter what restaurant you go to, it's just like baseball players. They're going to strike out once in a while.
Oh, sure.
You
yeah.
have to give them another chance. It's, well, you recommended this place and the burger was so-so. We'll go back again and see if it's so-so or if they did it right.
And the main cook could have been out that day, and they have a guy
Well-
or gal that doesn't do it normally, and
Talk to the manager. That's what I will never understand, why you'll go to social media
yeah,
and bash restaurants.
yeah.
What did the manager say? I didn't talk to him. Well, why would you? You could have fixed the problem right here by saying, hey, this isn't really what I ordered. I promise they're going to want to make that right.
And fix it for the next group that's coming
That's
in
it.
behind you, right?
That's it. But to answer your question, I just did a review
Yeah,
at a place. I'll leave it out.
yeah, sure.
And I walked in, and this guy started ripping me. Who do you think you are?
Yeah, right.
Going around
I'm
to
the
these
burger
places.
review guy.
Actually, that's what I said to him.
That is who I am exactly.
I said, I'm the guy coming here ordering a burger that I'm going to rate
Yeah,
your burger.
yeah, yeah.
And no matter what you say to me, it's not going to change my opinion.
Yes.
And he was pretty nasty about it. And I didn't even let that bother me, because that particular one got a very good review. So even you can hit me with anything you want, but
Yeah.
I'm still not going to say, oh, really? You want to be that way? Then
Yeah.
watch this. No, I'm going to go and tell people exactly what it is. But this guy ripped me. I mean, he was, who do you think you are? I've been doing this 45 years, and it's
Yeah.
not right. And I did tell him, you know how many restaurants I've saved?
Right.
And this I do know, because they've reached out to me and I've heard from them restaurants. Or the biggest one is, we're trying to do better. What can
Yeah.
we do?
right.
I'll come in and help you. I'll tell you, I got a lot of knowledge
Yeah.
in
You
restaurants.
know the
Over
business.
30
You've been in
years
the
I've been
business
in.
for 30 years.
Yeah, I know it. And I know people's taste. And I know methods and techniques on how to make things taste great. So yeah, I'll go in there and help them. There's so much business out there and so many people. There's no reason to try to hoard it all for yourself. Spread it out. Let people go out and enjoy themselves.
That's a great attitude. You know what your next move should be, Larry, you and Danielle. Taylor, we were fortunate, it just worked out this way, but Steve's written a book. I've written a few. Terry Crosby, Super Cross, has written a book. The Burger Review Guy book. I mean, that would be an interesting book. You could name names, not putting anybody down, but here's my experiences. I went in, this happened, and this happened, and this happened, and what makes a good burger. And that could be a very cool book.
It is, and I do have some. Well, and I have no credit for this. I have some of my followers are doing what they're calling the burger trail now,
Oh, okay.
to where they're looking at saying, well, he rated these in the 9, so we're
Okay.
going to go to this burger place. And,
Gotcha.
And I'm watching them communicate. It's pretty neat, because I get to sit back on Facebook, and it's hard for me to see a lot of comments, because there's thousands a day, thousands
sure.
of comments. But I'll see this person, then I get to know the name, and I'll click on that
Yeah.
to look and see where they went, and I'll see other people. Yeah, we were just going there, or we went there. And it's
Yeah.
like, now that's a community. They're acting as a community,
Yes.
and that is pretty cool. And what I started off as and what it's turning into isn't the same, but I love where it's going. My idea was simply to let you know where to go,
yeah.
and the owners know this is what your kitchen's putting out.
Yes.
That was the simple part. I didn't realize that there'd be this band of community people that are just embracing each other, meeting up with meeting each other for the first time. Hey, let's meet here. It's like, that's kind of neat.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't work, Larry, to be honest with you, if you weren't good on camera. You're good on camera. I mean, I've been around enough to know for some reason, camera likes people, certain people, and doesn't like others. And it doesn't really have anything to do with physical looks. It's just something about the vibe and the energy that you put out, or the honesty or the authenticity. I don't know what it is, but the camera likes people and it doesn't like people. And on your videos, the camera likes you, and it comes across in this very positive, authentic way. And I think people last year, the word of the year in the country was authenticity, and you bring that to the people. Know you're not out for any self gain. You're doing it to lift the restaurants and lift the community and make things better.
I've been very blessed to be able to afford to do this.
Yeah.
Because I do not charge restaurants, and I have had offers where, hey, you want to come and do a review on my restaurant?
Yeah.
No, I don't. I'll put you in a hat and I'll draw your card eventually.
Right.
But you're not going to pay me to come. I don't, or free food. That's the other thing. I won't take free food.
You always pay
either.
for your
yes,
burgers?
every time, because I don't want anyone to say, well, you got it free. Of course it's good.
And people will do that too. They'll say,
Oh, they will.
"Whoa, you got
They
a free
will.
meal. Why wasn't it good?" You
Yeah,
know?
well, he paid you $500 to come. Well, no, he didn't, because I won't take a single dime for it.
The other thing, Larry, I'm impressed with, because you always give the price of the burger, which I think is important. And some of them, I mean, like $18 hamburgers, $21 hamburgers. I'm thinking to myself, what the hell is going on? I mean, how do they get away with that?
Because people pay for it. It's kind of like, I don't want to say the car market because we're in the cars,
no.
but let's just say you got a car that's really hot right now, and we'll call it the Hyundai Sports.
Gotcha.
And they're selling off the window for 25 grand. You put the 35 grand it's selling, then you put up to 80 grand, it's
Right.
still doing okay. Then you hit 90 and you don't sell one.
Right.
Okay,
Then it
85.
comes back down. Yeah.
That's same thing with these burgers, and I think it's criminal. Some of these prices are completely criminal.
You look at the burger when it comes on, you go, "Oh, this is $21. I'm not really sure what I'm getting here."
I'm getting a 3rd-pound patty for $17. It's not cooked right. You shouldn't even be in business. I mean, you're ripping people off in my mind at that point.
Well, the other thing that always amazes me is you like your burgers, which I think a lot of people are like this. You like a medium rare. Is it medium rare, medium
I
well?
like medium rare myself,
Medium
but
rare.
I ask for medium when I do it.
Medium. Okay, you're asking for medium. Now that's not a complicated order, right?
No.
Medium is not complicated.
It's the most common ordered burger. That's
Yeah.
another reason why.
But I keep waiting every time. Every time you bite into it, and then you hold it up to Danielle and you put the burger up there, you go, it's not medium. It's just, all the way through cooked,
Oh, I know.
It's hard for people to do that. Why is that so hard?
I think it's hard because I worked in a kitchen for a long time.
Yeah.
Sometimes if you're getting overwhelmed, you try to find shortcuts, which you should never do in a kitchen.
Okay.
Again, that's another reason why I do these reviews. The times I do them are during the traditional slow times for restaurants.
Okay.
I'm trying to give them the best possible shot to give me
Yeah,
the best
got it.
possible burger.
Got
But
it.
they'll use steak weights, and they'll throw a steak weight, and you're just going to push all the juice out, and you're going to have a dry burger.
Okay.
And it actually, the juice that's in there keeps the pink. So when you push that out, no matter what, you're going to have a gray burger. And that's another thing. I cannot stand a gray burger. If you ever
Right.
look at the back of it and it's gray,
Yeah.
it's either the grill's not hot enough, which most of the time it is, or it's a frozen patty. And that's where I get disappointed. If you're charging me $15, $16, $17 and you're giving me a frozen patty,
Right.
you should never do that. That's a $6 burger.
Right.
You just shouldn't do that.
Well, since we've got you here, we'll put your expertise to work for all the grill meisters that'll be watching. Give me a Larry tip for cooking a burger on a grill, because a lot of times they don't come out so well. They're either charred to a cinder like they've been a meteor falling from the galaxy, or they just don't get them right. Is there some pre-prep with the hamburger meat that you can do, or?
Don't let it sit in one spot too long. I'll talk about a flat top. You put it
Okay.
down on the flat top, don't move it for a while.
Okay.
Let it sear. When it sears, and it'll loosen up on its own.
Okay.
If you have to scrape it off a fry pan or flat top,
Yeah.
that means it's not ready. So
Okay.
everything is going to fall apart.
Okay.
Char grills, make sure you put the X in it. Put it on, let it cook for a little bit. Pick it up, turn it over, let it cook. Put your hex marks on. It doesn't make any difference in the flavor, but your eyes will make you think it tastes better. It's weird science. But then flip it over and watch it. When you touch the top of it, just keep touching the top of
Okay.
it. And I promise you'll know, like, okay, it's pretty mushy. It's not done.
Okay.
Or if it's a little bit spongy, let's go ahead and pull it.
Okay.
Your burger's going to cook for about another 5 to 10 degrees higher after you pull them off the grill. We season our burgers before and a little after
Can you
we
tell
send
us
them
what you
out.
season them with?
Granulated garlic, granulated onion, kosher salt, and coarse black pepper.
Okay.
That's all that should ever be on a burger. You put
Okay.
steak seasoning on a burger, you might as well quit.
Okay.
Because that means your meat's not the quality of meat you should be.
Okay.
And the best part is your fat to protein ratio. 75-25 is a perfect blend.
Okay.
So if you get that blend in there, you have a lot better chance of having a good, juicy, flavorful burger, because that's where your flavor comes from, is the fat. The blends that we use at our restaurant, short rib brisket and sirloin.
Okay.
So we use a prime blend.
Okay.
So our burgers that we have at Lucky, Doc's, and Oak and Anchor are all that blend of beef.
Okay.
We don't use a cheap blend of beef, but we also don't charge $20 a burger.
Right.
So that's where I
Gotcha.
struggle. And during those not interviews, but when I am doing the reviews,
Yeah.
in my head I am thinking, I just paid $17 for
Yeah.
this burger. There's no way. I mean, I struggle with that because I don't want people to flood in for a burger they're overpaying for and the quality's not there.
Got it.
So that's kind of an idea on how it goes.
You've got a number of things. You think, okay, cooking a hamburger is a simple thing, right?
It's
You think,
not.
it's complicated. There's more to it. I love how you get into the bun.
Mm-hmm.
When I get a bun that's been crisp, the right way, it makes a big difference.
The texture of the bun, and brioche buns weren't around
Yeah.
7, 8, 9 years ago. They just become more popular. They're a sweeter bun.
Yeah.
So they go very well to saltiness if you put to the burger. But you have to toast it right. You have to buy a good brioche bun or a good bun together, and not one that domes. And a dome means when you pick it up and you look at it and it's burned around the edges and raw in the middle. That's a
Yeah.
cheap bun.
Yeah.
We sell so many burgers. We don't even put them on our flat tops. We have toasters for them
Oh, okay.
because we go through so many buns.
So then they're toasted evenly across the board.
Evenly across the board. It's an added expense that you don't really need, but I did it because I knew it added one more layer to having a very good burger. And let's get real, you eat a dry piece of bread,
Right.
but eat just a toast with nothing on it. It's like even the toast tastes better than the bread, and it's the same thing.
Yeah, 100%.
Concept, same in the burger.
And the other couple little things that I enjoy that you do, the lettuce. Sometimes when you get a burger, first of all, the lettuce is out of control, and then lettuce can be soggy. It's been sitting around for a while. And then the tomato is not crisp or clean, or, you know what I mean? It's not sharp. Everything looks like it's been laying under a hot
It looks
lamp
dead.
for hours and hours,
I give backlash. I give our cooks in our kitchen a little leeway.
Okay.
And I allowed our cooks they wanted to do shredded lettuce because shredded lettuce was the thing. You could put it on a burger, it holds up well.
Do you remember the old restaurant Chi-Chi's? I don't know if you remember that.
Yep, I do.
Chi-Chi's, when you'd go to Chi-Chi's and you'd order, they'd order the tacos or whatever you got at Chi-Chi's. It was like eating 12 pounds of lettuce. It was shredded. It was on your
was a
plate. It was
salad.
like that,
Yep, and so I let them do that. And I didn't like it, so I said, no, we're going back to burger lettuce.
Yeah.
And the lettuce and tomato should be on top. Because if you put the lettuce on the bottom and put the burger on it, you're going to wilt that lettuce and get that mushy. There really is a lot to a burger that people don't think about when they get them.
There is.
But a good piece of lettuce, and iceberg is a great piece because it has a little flavor, but it's got texture to it. It helps, I hate to say this, but if it's a drier burger, it'll help bring a little juice to the burger as well.
Right.
But the trick is not to make a dry burger.
Got
And
it.
we try our best, but even we make mistakes. I mean,
Yeah,
we're all human.
sure, right.
We all make mistakes. There's
Get it.
times that you're gonna not get the burger you ordered. Let someone there know at that time.
Right.
They'll fix it.
Yeah.
And not just my restaurant. I'm talking any restaurant. Let them know right away. Give them the opportunity before going on and had a horrible experience. Because quite honestly, a lot of us now that understand social media, when we see people doing that, your credibility is gone. It's like you didn't even take the time to let someone know. You just came here to vent. I'm sorry, but we're not going to listen to you. But I went to the manager and they did nothing. We want to hear that.
Well, it's interesting you phrase it that way, Larry, because our boss, Steve Taylor, he's flipping incredible. When he gets something in an email, and people reach out, and Steve's the first one to say, "Hey, wait a minute, did we not do this right? Let's get in here. Let's find out what happened. You call the people in and involved. If we did wrong here, let's fix it. Let's take care of this person because that's your job is to take care of people. I mean, it's the attitude that you have to have. So
We're in a customer-based business.
Yes.
We need to take care of them.
100%. It's interesting to me, like McDonald's, right? And you can get into McDonald's in so many different ways in their food. And I think I saw a thing that somebody did. They took a McDonald's fish sandwich and they set it out and didn't refrigerate it, didn't anything, just set it out for like 2 months. and it looked exactly the way, whatever they're putting in it,
Their preservatives are very good.
it didn't go bad, right? But anyways, when you order a cheeseburger at McDonald's, it just drives me crazy. I only try to do it once a month at best. The cheese isn't melted. It's never, who eats a cheeseburger where the cheese isn't melted? It's just like somebody just threw a piece of cheese on it and here you go,
Any food that we buy in a grocery store, meat market, spoils.
Yeah.
Theirs never do. They never do.
Oh, no.
You can go on videos on TikTok, Facebook, wherever you go, and you'll see a 30, 40-year-old burger from McDonald's look the same.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I don't eat McDonald's.
Yeah,
I don't eat fast food.
I don't
I have enough burgers in my life.
Once a month I'll do it, but
I have enough burgers in my life. I don't need to go to fast food.
speaking of that, you're in good shape, man. How do you're eating a lot of burgers. I mean,
Well, there's no such thing as a diet burger, so that's not it.
well, you get that vegetable burger.
Yeah. That's funny because I just had somebody at the grocery store ask me to start doing like veggie burgers and that.
Reviews on veggie burgers.
Because she's a vegetarian.
Yeah, I get
thought,
that.
Yeah, I kind of thought not a bad idea. I go to the gym.
Okay.
I try to go 4 or 5 days a week and get it done in the morning. And my coach is my wife, which makes me go. So that in turn,
Danielle's on you.
I am-
She's head nodding over here.
yeah. So I definitely go, but everything in moderation.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
gotcha.
And a lot of the burgers. Another question: do you just throw the burgers away and waste them? First of all, I'm paying for them.
Yes.
So I can do whatever I want with them.
Correct.
But no, I don't. There's things you can do with burgers. I'll give you tips. You bring burgers home that weren't that great or you couldn't finish them all. Take everything off, take the burgers, crumble them up. You can add them spaghetti sauce, and you have your spaghetti. I do that as well. Or chili. You can throw it into chili. You freeze it. Or with our case, we have dogs. You can give a dog a treat.
100%.
But there's ways to do it. No, I'm not just chucking them.
It's amazing what people comment when they,
I know.
we were talking, Larry and I were talking about before we came up to our studio, Taylor Studio, and people are amazing. They will, because they see you on camera so much, they feel they know you, and the fact that they feel they know you, they will tell you anything.
There's nothing off limits.
They feel like they have that kind of relationship, and they don't know you at all. It's the Barstool guy. I don't know if you saw this one. He was doing the pizza review, and it was a bad review on the pizza, and the Barstool guy, the manager took the pizza, and at the end of the thing, threw it at the Barstool guy. So he's got pizza laying all over him. I mean, people they will share their opinions.
That is not the smartest thing in the world to do. And again, he's going to try to highlight your place in pizzas.
Yeah.
If it's a great pizza, you're going to get busy. If it's not, instead of getting mad, listen.
Yeah.
What do we do? Like with me, like the pizza thing. What was wrong with it? It was doughy, greasy.
Yeah.
Well, you know how to fix that. With me, it's too salty, easy fix. The bun just fell apart, easy fix.
Yeah.
I mean,
got it.
listen to what they're saying. They're trying to help you. If you
And
really
you're giving
think.
honest feedback. You have no dog in the race here. You're not.
Nope, not a bit.
You're giving honest feedback.
And I'm a little nicer than I should, and I do get that a lot. Where, come on, man, I know that was a 3. Well, anything below a certain number you should avoid anyway. I just don't want to say that's a 2. There's no sense of beating somebody up.
One time, you and Danielle should do a setup. You should do on a video a fictitious hamburger place like Swampy Joe's out on Airport Highway, right?
Swampy Joe's
and
tastes like ass.
You come up and throw it down on the ground, and you're jumping up and down. And this is the worst damn hamburger I ever seen. The people would like it. It'd be funny.
That would be.
Listen, Larry, it's an honor to have you on. Check out the burger review guy. Are you ever going to go off hamburgers and do something else, or is it always going to be burgers?
I love the hamburger, but I do have, and I truly do love hamburgers. I'm not doing this for social media.
Yeah.
I do, but I am having people ask, why don't you sit down and do a steak, or why don't you do? Because I do have a lot of knowledge on food.
Yes.
And I might branch it off.
Yeah. But hamburger's always going to be your thing.
It is because that's something you can afford, I can afford, you can afford.
Yeah.
Not all of us can afford filet mignon.
Oh yeah, right.
So
100%.
for me to go and do that, right now I'm just focusing on people's money is tight.
Yes.
Let them enjoy it. If they're choosing your place, give them the best possible
100%.
product you can, and I'm going to help get you to the right places you need to go to.
Larry, the Burger Man, you are a good guy, and you're helping lift our community and helping our area restaurants. Thanks so much for being with us.
Yep, and like I say, restaurants that need help, get a hold of me.
Yeah.
I mean, getting one more thing, I know we got to go, but you'd be amazed at how many phone calls I get because my cell phone number was on my page.
Yeah.
And people walking up just like you're talking in the grocery stores.
Yeah.
Yep, they'll just come up, start talking. I'm thinking, I have no idea who you are. I love it.
Yeah.
but I have no idea,
Yeah,
But it is nice that they feel
But that's because
comfortable.
you're good on camera. You again, that not everybody's got that, so
All
that's
right.
to your credit.
Well, I appreciate it, Tom.
All right, boss. Thank you so
You guys
much.
have a good one.
Tom Coley, coach for Steve Taylor's Community Connection.